Hi guys, in the previous lesson we have learned the basic use of formulas. In this lesson we will introduce the most common functions which are used in data analysis. So we will have three parts. First and second part will include the common functions which are used in data analysis, but in the third part we will do the practical test quiz in Excel by extracting different words or numeric data from a text. This one is very useful to know, as this one is the real quiz test which is given in an interview. So this is the first part, and in this part I will introduce the most common functions which are used in data analysis. So here I have created a simple data set here in order to use these functions and make it clearly understandable for you. Let's start with sum functions. I know that I have already explained this sum function in the previous lessons, but in this lesson we will just cover it. Here we have three ways of using sum function. First one is with the help of a separator. Let's use equal. Let's write in function itself, no matter lowercase or uppercase. I just like to write in uppercase. We will just first of all selecting the reference cells, we put a comma, the second reference cell, close bracket, and it sums it. This is the result, 55. The second one is using by selecting the range itself by equal sign, sum, open a bracket, select the range, no matter this one or this one. I just selected this one from here to here, close the bracket, it sums it, and the result is 97. And the third one is just by summing them without using the function. This one is the easiest way of using the function. This is the easiest one of summing it. We are just typing the cell 1, B3 plus C3 plus D3, and here's the result, 97. The average is calculated by adding up all the values and dividing this total amount to the number of items used in this range. What do I mean? It just counts all the numbers, sums it, and divides it into the number of items used in this range. In this case, 3. Let's see how it works. Equal average, open the bracket, select the range, close the bracket, and this is the result. You can see it prints the whole number, maybe because we have a format number here, but I think let's just check it again. Calculations, 12 plus 43 plus 42 plus 91 divided by 3 is 32.3, but we have a ceiling format here, 32. What should we do in this case? We are just go to format here. If we want specific data, we could just either just select this text, or you can just go to more number formats here, create a custom, and from here you could select this one approximately. It will give 2 decimal points. Okay, let's go to the median function. What's the difference between average and median? Median takes the middle value for which half of the observations are larger and which half are smaller. It's basically the middle number of the selected range. Let's see what's the middle number of this range. We check the median function. Let's take this one. Equals to 19. the median or the middle value of this range is 19. If our value starts with 12 and ending with 44, based on these values, based on this range, the middle will be 19. Count function. What's the count function? This is the just counts the numeric data inside of our range. What do I mean by numeric data? When we when we type in count function, we are just selecting the range and closing the bracket. We see that the result is 8. But what we have here is when we select this range from here, you will see that we have a statistic here that it has 10 counts, but we have 8 counts here. What does it mean? It means that it counts only the numeric data and excludes these ones, text ones. But COUNTA count functions, it just counts all the non-empty values that are both numeric or text values. For example, count functions, selecting the range from here, closing the bracket, click enter, and we have 10 non-empty values here, including numeric and text. Okay, maximum and minimum function, you know that. Maybe maximum is the maximum amount that you are going to select. This is the maximum amount of between this range. And the same way we could just copy it and paste here minimum function. Instead of max, we will put min. And 45 is the minimum number in this range. SUMIF function. SUMIF function just seems that it's very interesting. It just sums all the values of the given parameter. We have 2 ways of using it. We will just, there are lots of ways of using it, but we will just cover 2 most common ways of using it. Let's just hide these columns because they confuse you. We will hide these columns, and we have here SUMIF function and our data. If we want to count the values of the specific words which are located in this column, we should just first select this range, specify this criteria, which columns we are going to count, and the third one we will just include the column name or the range from where you would want to sum it. For example, SUMIF, we click equal, we click the SUMIF function, we open the bracket. First we select the range, from where do you want to count it. Second, we will want to select the criteria, which criteria are you interested to count. For example, pencil, close the bracket, comma. Then you are going just to select the column, which column you would want to sum. Which column name are you interested to? Are you interested in 2020 or the other one? If we see 34, what we have done, we have just summed the values of pencil in 2020. Let's see, pencil 12 plus 22 is equal to 34. We also have another way of doing it, equals SUMIF. Inside one column we could just make a criteria and sum it. SUMIF function, we select the range and want to sum all the numbers which are more or which are greater than For example, 20. We close the bracket, click OK, and here 122. We are just summed all the values which are greater than 20, 44, 33, 22, 23, and it summed all the values. Let's sum all the values that are greater than 30, 77. It summed 33 and 44, these ones. And here we have an if function, which is very useful to know when you are working with large data. You will want to just give a condition. In this case, you should use this function occasionally. You are putting equal if you are opening the bracket, you are selecting the range. Let's see, I want to select this one, and give a condition. If this range is greater than 90 or 70, then you are just putting your condition, what you are going to do. Let's see, I am going to, yes, it's greater. It's greater. Else, you can just put a comma, open the bracket, not. Close the bracket, press enter, not. From here, you can, if you will drag it, you can see these numbers respectively are going to show this range. As you can see, the function works for all cells. ISNUMBER is also very easy function. ISNUMBER just checks if its number is numeric or no. If it's a numeric one, it just gives you the true, otherwise false. True, drag it down, false. Power function raises a number to a certain power. For example, equal sign, power, this one, comma, and you will power it to a certain point. For example, 2. You want to multiply it 2 times. You just squared it here, drag it down, squared all the cell values here. Mode function, this just returns the most frequent one. For example, in this column, we should find the mode function equals mode. Select this range. Close bracket, and the result is 12. 12 is the most common value in this range. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye.